Our first guest got his start in stand-up during an impromptu talent show in Afghanistan during a sandstorm on Christmas Day. He's come a long way since that first set, and this week he's out with his debut comedy album. Either way, pretty funny. We welcome comedian Shain Brenden. Good to have you with us.
Thanks for having me, Helen. I
So
appreciate it.
awesome. You're a Portland guy. You live in North Portland, right?
Right.
Tell me about the comedy album.
Well,
This is your first one.
yeah, this is the first one, and it's through a great record label called Blonde Medicine. I've been working with them for years in passing at comedy festivals and things like that. And I didn't even think to do an album really, but I was on the road and I met up with some of the folks from the label again, just at a bar in passing, and they asked me if I ever thought about putting out a record. And I said, yeah, sure, let's just go for it.
Let's do it.
And here it is, and it's coming out, and I'm just happy that it's done. And I hope people can check it out and maybe they'll like it too. So
You must be exhausted. You have a new son.
Yeah.
How old is he?
he's 10 months.
10 months.
Did you see
How's it
my
going?
eyes when I walked in, how tired I am? That's him right there. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm trying to, force him into
Golf?
playing his dad's favorite game. But yeah, I think he overheard me telling his mom last night that I had to get up pretty early in the morning for this. So he decided, I'm gonna make that pretty rough for you, man. So from about 12 to 1:30, he was up and we were hanging out. And then again from about 4 to about 6.
Wow.
He just wanted to make sure I was up early enough to beat traffic. He's just looking out for his old man, that's what it is.
And you have a 13-year-old daughter.
I do.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much. You know what? I was just like, she's 13. What do I do all these I don't need free time anymore. I need to worry about something all over again. So let's just get it going. I'm just trying to ensure that I have someone to always take care of me. So yeah, that's what it is. We spread it out.
Okay, now how do you feel daughter versus son? How's that
You're
feeling?
gonna try to get me in trouble.
Yeah.
Luckily, she's not watching TV right now. I love both of my kids in different ways. Of course, it's a father and a son. It's a whole different thing. Like my wife and I, he's 10 months, so he's all over the place. He discovered pillows and how he can throw his face into it and just laugh. So we're tossing him around, and she asked me, did we ever play with Zoe like this when she was 10 months? I was absolutely not. Absolutely not. She was my little princess, my little baby, and this guy, I'm just like, get over there, and I love it. I love to roughhouse with him.
In the introduction to you, we talked about the time that you did your first impromptu talent show in Afghanistan during a sandstorm on Christmas Day. Tell me about that.
That's pretty common amongst comedians, I think. Yeah. I was a military guy in a different life, and we were stuck in. Well, look at that picture, man.
Wow.
That guy's a stud.
Right.
Not so much the dud you're talking to now, but and there's the old man. Yeah, we were in this little forward operating base, a FOB, and I was with a mobilized team, and we were supposed to get out of there and go back to the main base. But there was a sandstorm, and so we got stuck there for a few days, and we knew we were going to be there. And I walked into one of the cafeterias with some buddies of mine one night, and they had like a little talent show going on, to kind of boost the morale of the folks there on the base. And I sat in the back, and I always kind of talk trash amongst myself and my friends. And I think I talked too much trash too loud around some other guys, because they were like, if you think you're good, why don't you go up there and tell some of those jokes?
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I will. And I went up there, and it was pretty bad, but it was better than what people had been watching, which was several iterations of guys playing acoustic guitar, singing Creed songs or Radiohead. That's real PTSD. So I just went up there and I told some jokes, or what I thought was, I just made fun of the common kind of suck that was happening.
Yeah.
Everybody was kind of miserable. We were all away from our families. So when you kind of read the room and you talk about something that everybody knows, you're going to get a good response.
Yeah.
And that was well over a decade ago.
Wow.
So now I'm still reading the room and talking about things that suck, but I get paid for it now. So
Tell me about your childhood. You grew up where? Memphis?
Yeah, I'm a Southern guy. I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee. I was a military brat, but it was towards the end of his career. We got stationed in Millington, Tennessee. So when he retired, he just decided to stay out there. So I was raised out there, and didn't really leave that place until college. So
I understand, though, you grew up with a lot of women.
Yes.
And
yeah.
How did that work out for you?
Worked out great for me. I am not scarred at all. No, A lot of women on both sides. On
Yeah.
my mom's side, my mom's Filipino, and my dad is Bahamian. He's from the islands. Oh, that's a nice little picture of the whole family. This looks like a.
That's your wedding picture.
Yeah. You know what? Thank you for reminding me. I was trying to figure out. I was like, when did we all get together? What is this? It's a little blended family. Yeah, a lot of women in the family. I was the grunt. Most of the family gatherings.
Are you saying that the ladies picked on you?
I mean, they haven't stopped. I was
You have
outnumbered.
aunts that picked on you?
I had all of them. You name
Yeah,
it.
cousins?
All of it. And then until my boy showed up, I was outnumbered in my house.
Yeah.
By just nothing but women. My niece was staying with us for a while, so was my wife, my daughter, and my niece.
Yeah.
Just every day. Every day. Every day. I had to make a guy to be on my team. That's what it was.
I know you're a big Blazer fan.
I am.
Are you excited about the Blazers coming to K2?
I am.
Yeah.
And I support it. I can sit at home and watch the games finally, and not have to go to weird dive bars. Not have to. I do.
So
enjoy
tell me
dive
about
bars.
this, because you were.
I was one of the co-hosts of Blazers Outsiders on NBC Sports Northwest for a couple of years. It was a little show that you might have seen on mute at the back of your favorite bar. Because for years, I'd walk in and they'd be like, I know you. I'm like, yeah, I was on the TV that you never watched, but you know my face. I was that one guy.
Yeah.
And I still get that every night. I was in Bend, Oregon this past weekend doing shows, and a couple guys who weren't watching my show came up to me at the bar afterwards. They were like, hey, man. I was like, oh, did you enjoy the show? They said, no, I used to watch the Blazer thing. I was like, did you like that? They're like, I don't know. It was just on. I was like, cool. Yeah. So if you get my album, you got to listen to it, please, so you can tell me if it's good or not. Don't just look at the cover.
You were Portland's funniest person.
I was.
In 2022.
Yep.
What was it like to receive that?
It was fun. Every year, Helium Comedy Club puts on a contest where all the comedians get together and they battle it out for several rounds. So I won, but my favorite part was embarrassing and beating all my friends.
Oh,
That's
good.
what true competition
Yeah,
is.
that's what it's
is
all
making
about.
all your friends second guess this decision they made in their careers.
I want to go back to your daughter, because she has a definite personality, doesn't
she
she?
does. Yes,
Tell
she
me
does.
about her.
Well, thankfully, she takes after her mom. I don't like confrontation.
Oh, interesting.
But my kid a couple years ago, she got into skateboarding.
Oh, wow.
And then she got into it with this boy who was trying to bully her and another girl at a skate park. And she told him off in a way with words that I can't say on this TV, because I love this channel. I love this show. I don't want to be back. But yeah, I didn't teach her those words, but she used them correct, which was a very proud moment for a father. I'm like, I don't know if you learned that from me, but you're doing it right, kid, so good on you. Yeah.
You got a master's in creative writing, is that right?
Unfortunately, yes, that is true.
Well, but it has to have helped you, because you write your jokes.
Now,
Yeah.
but remember that whole thing about the military? I took the long road to
Yeah.
get back to actually writing something creative. So, yeah, I got the master's in creative writing. That's actually one of the jokes you'll hear on the album. It's a real short joke. The joke is that.
Well, and you say you went the long way. Was it to why the military? Was it
Just-
because you grew up in the military? Your dad was in the military?
There was a lot of that, and I got out. I panicked with all the student loans.
Oh, for sure.
And living in Tennessee, you're just like, I gotta get out. I gotta do
Yeah.
something. And it's just one of those things. I ended up at the recruiter's office. It's like, hey man, I owe this much money. I want to get out of here. What can I do? He's like,
Yeah.
I got you, buddy. I'll send you to a nice place. And it was, a couple tours in Iraq and Afghanistan and San Diego. So he wasn't lying. San Diego was a nice place.
Yeah.
Student loans are paid, and now I just get to write make-em-ups with my very expensive master's degree.
Oh, okay. We have to take you back here. We're going to
Sure.
take you back in time, if you don't mind. Watch and listen to this.
Okay.
Question.
What's up, Gil?
When I tell my members on the socials about our auto loans with amazing rates, should I hit them with a skirt? Skirt, skirt. Maybe it's more of a Navy Federal Credit Union can help you save on a new whip with amazing rates. Yeah, that's definitely a Hundo P moment. Thanks, fam.
Oh boy.
That's an Emmy right there.
A lot of people are just like, why would Denzel stoop so low to do Navy Federal commercials? And to that I say, he just supports a good bank. That's what it is. You know how many, I get so many people that take pictures of their TV or their screen when that commercial's on,
great.
and they'll DM me.
Yeah.
Is this you? I'm like, yeah. They're like, why didn't you say anything? I didn't write the commercial. I wanted to say something. You know how it feels to be a guy who gets paid by saying things to be on a commercial where I literally say nothing? I mean, look, eyebrow
But
work
you
is
said
stunning,
everything
though.
with your face, though.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. You're not the first person to say that. A lot of stuff with the face. That's what you can get by buying my album. You can listen to it. You can imagine my face and everything it does.
Do you feel like you're doing your life's work? Like, this is really what I was meant to do.
I think this is, yeah, no, all jokes aside, I found this.
Yeah.
I lived a couple of lives. I was a military guy. I played some baseball in college. I thought I was going to do a whole lot of things, and then I stumbled into an open mic in San Diego, and I've never looked back. So this is it for me.
Awesome. Congratulations
Thank
on
you
the
very much.
album.
I
And it's
appreciate it.
called, again, Either Way, Pretty Funny.
Either way, pretty funny.
Yeah, you're pretty funny.
Thank you very much.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
All right, and it's out on Friday, the album is.
Friday.
And you're a regular at Helium as well.
I am.
Yeah.
You can pre-order the album now on
Okay.
iTunes and Bandcamp, but it officially comes out on Friday, and you can see me in Helium Comedy Club opening up for a guy who gets paid more than me. You never know.
Shain, thank you so much. We have to
Thank
have
you
you
so much for
back,
having me.
okay?
Thank you. I appreciate it.